What did the complaint say?
Yeah, what did the complaint say?
There's complaints.
What is it?
Yeah, what's the complaint?
Like, if you believe in the Bible and you with the Bible, tell us the complaints. What was the complaints?
I am just doing my job.
No.
I understand what you're saying, but man to man, I'm asking you, what was the complaints?
I've told you. I don't know the complaints.
You don't know the
I'm
complaints.
passing the
Then
message.
Then how are you going to have complaints and you can't tell the people what they're being complained about so they can fix the complaint? Isn't that a civil thing?
Yeah, but there's really not much of fixing in the way of being here. If you guys have the permission of the center owner, by all means, go for it.
Let me just explain something to you.
I mean, if it is private property, then
I come out here every week, all right, and so I don't have any problem. Can I finish? Do you mind?
You can finish. I'll have my answer as well.
Well, just go ahead and say what you want to say, because right now you're not treating me like a man, and I'm here just.
You don't have to come back. I'm giving you the time to finish.
Let me just say what I need to say. I don't need your time to tell me to finish. I just was having a conversation. So what I'm trying to say is that I come out here every week. All right, the police has come out. I don't have any problem. Nobody, we're polite. Typically, okay. So we don't have any issue. You're coming out here right now. I don't know you. All right, and then you're not actually.
The issue's not with me.
I'm asking you what someone said, but you're not giving me any type of. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
you do understand what I'm saying.
But do you understand what I'm saying?
I don't have the
how do you know the complaint? How do you know the complaints about us then?
Right, exactly.
Because
what was the? That's what I'm asking you. What was the complaint? How do you know it was us? There had to be a pinpoint position to know it was us.
Right.
Was black guys reading the Bible? What was the complaint? You're not telling us the complaint. You know what I'm saying, my man?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? How do you know it was us? How do we know your complaint was even about us?
Right.
How did somebody not just come up here, do something, and get complained about and leave? How did they know it was us?
I can't play what ifs. I don't.
Well, we're not playing what ifs.
All I'm asking you is politely to.
We're not playing.
That's all I'm asking.
No, I'm saying though, how do we know there was even a complaint?
Okay,
like I said,
no. Listen, I'm asking you. This is a legit. We're doing legally. Because how do we know that? I know you have a shirt on, but how do you know that the complaint came from where? How do we know that the complaint was really a complaint if you're not even telling us? You could have a personal issue about it and just tell us that there was a complaint. So I'm asking you to voice it.
I'm sure.
No. Look at me. Don't look at him. Look at me. I'm telling you, if there was a complaint and you heard it and somebody told you, you will be able to voice that complaint so we can say, okay, well, that was us.
Right. Okay. So here's the better way to do it.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Get in contact with the center owner.
That's not a center, because look, the man just already told you that police officers already dealt with him.
Right.
I'm not from here.
Right.
But this man has already dealt with the law officers.
Yeah.
So if the law officers didn't tell him to get off of here, now I'm asking you, what is the complaint that you heard? So we can justify and verify that it was us. If somebody complained to you...
I understand, but we're going in circles here, man.
That's what I'm saying. So why can't you easily tell me that it was what? It was black guys reading the Bible. That I can go with. But if it was just you feeling that, then I don't know about that.
I'm not going to make up something.
Why would you make up something if it was called?
Yeah.
I'm asking you though, bro. You now I'm thinking that you're lying to us. Because if it was a complaint that was called to you, why can't you tell me what the complaint was? Is that a yes or a no?
Hey, you know what?
See that? You see that?
Hey, man, first of all,
you see how Esau get cut, man? He's a liar, man.
Right. The wicked.
He's a liar, man.
Pursue it. First of all,
that was because if he was able to tell us the complaint, we would be like, how do you know that was us, man?
That's right.
How do you know that was us?
That's correct. You know what I'm saying? And so right here, we're reading about Idumea. I mean, it's very clear, all right, that this man right here. Let me finish reading.
You see how he ran, though?
Correct.
Do you see how that man ran? He's a liar.
He's a liar.
He was like, oh, he's looking at his phone nervous.
Yeah,
Who told you?
Right.
What did they tell you? That's what I'm asking you. Simply tell me what they told you.
Let me get the rest of this. It says,
go ahead.
Prophecy, therefore, concerning the land of Israel, saying to the mountains.
That's why I'm kind of good, man.
God.
You get what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. This is, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't never had no problem with it. You know what I'm saying?
And the boys already came. They already dealt.
You know what I'm saying? It said, prophecy, therefore, concerning the land of Israel, and saying to the mountains and to the hills and to the rivers and the valleys, thus saith the Most High, behold, I have spoken in my jealousy, I have spoken in my jealousy and in my fury, because ye have borne the shame of the heathen. All right. So clearly we got some man coming out here playing errand boy that doesn't actually respectfully wait till maybe we finish saying what we need to say. We're reading of the scriptures. He hasn't heard anything, and then politely says, I don't want to go round and round into anything. But clearly the Most High has put us in the position where we're to be able to tell the heathen of his works, be able to tell even our people, the wickedness of our people, that they need to quit eating shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster, you know what I'm saying, smoking cigarettes, blunts, all right, actually worshiping this devil, all right, so-called Jesus Christ, and come to the knowledge and the salvation of the Most High, all right? So right there, this is what we're doing, what we're called to do. And we see that right now the heathen, okay, Idumea, when you look up that in the blue letter Bible, all right, says Edom, okay? So Edom has literally, is an enemy of the Most High, all right? And there is no salvation. It doesn't mean Jesus. It doesn't mean any of these things in Arabic as the enemy says, as this Pastor GMO Jennings says, all right? So we're out here and we're saying it. Go ahead, brother.
I got you. This is Proverbs 12:6, and it says, the words of the wicked are to lie in wait for the blood.
Come.
But the mouth of the upright shall deliver them.
That's right. You know,
Because
this
we asked them, man.
Right.
We asked them. We asked them a legit question.
Right.
If somebody had warned you about us, before we flee, we pack up.
Right.
What was the complaint?
That's right. Listen, if you were stopped by, even one time, you were stopped by the police, and you have the right to say, officer, what were you stopping me for?
Exactly.
So all of a sudden, we get some, you know, just, I don't know, somebody that their shop is closing up. Whether or not this is private property, listen, the Most High has told us to go wherever the people at, wherever the congregation is at. At that end, you can say that anything is private property, okay, wherever you're standing at, okay? But these are where the people are at right now. And so we're madness, all right? But listen, so that's what we do. We say, listen, you know, what is the complaint? If you don't have one, it just sounds like you against the Bible. You against instruction, all right? You against
hey,
the
you brothers
laws.
know y'all Israelites, man? Y'all know y'all Israelites?
Something like that.
Something
Yeah.
like that?
I know they told you was African American, or you know, or whatever they say in the movies or in school.
But
you know
I mean, I'm gonna tell you on some real while we sitting here, man. You know, America's getting ready to be destroyed.
I already know.
You with that, right?
I can tell. Look
So-
at our president.
Yeah, so what you doing to prepare for that, my man?
I ain't doing shit.
Okay, I got you. You get a hold of your people yet, man?
No, I'm just, you guys gonna stay here then? Is that what
You got. I'm just saying, did you get a hold of the complaint, the managers, all that? I know you was calling them, man.
Right.
I mean, I wasn't trying to offend you. I was asking because how do we know that somebody wasn't doing a lewd act? Another random black man or two black men that was doing a lewd act, and then they got complaints. How do we know? How can we put that complaint on us? If we figure out what we're getting the complaint about, then we can tell you to say, hey, it's not us.
One complaint's for me. You know, whether
Oh, well, there we
See, man,
go.
come
There
on,
we
bro.
go.
You
There
see
we
what
go.
happened? You see
Yeah.
what you did, man?
See, right
You're
there.
right. You
you
understand. You
right,
know
you
what
were
happens when it
truthful.
says about this
You were
Bible, right?
truthful.
You know what it says about lying in the Bible, though, right?
So if you guys are
I'm
gonna
being
keep
for
talking
real.
over me and not go 50-50,
Okay, go
we're
ahead.
not doing
Go
any
ahead. Go ahead.
justice here.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You lied to us.
You lied
You
to us.
already lied to
You're
us.
preaching from the Bible and calling me a liar.
You just
We-
did. We
because
asked
you did.
listen,
No. We won't talk. We won't attack. Go ahead. Go ahead.
We'll wait.
We won't get.
Before I came out here, you're assuming that I had a complaint against
I
you.
never assumed anything.
But
I asked-
that's what he
Listen,
just
look
said.
at me. No, he said that. I asked you.
But he
if-
won't join in on the conversation.
because this brother,
One side.
because he's this is his spot.
Yeah, I joined in
I'm
because I was
giving-
actually trying to talk to you civilly, right? I don't know if you would acknowledge that or not. It doesn't sound like it. And if the complaint is from you, then you should probably appreciate that because let me ask you a question. Are you a manager?
The complaint from me.
Are you a manager?
Yeah, what?
I am a manager.
Okay,
I've been here
okay.
for 7
Then we
years.
can speak.
Right, absolutely.
Why didn't you come with that at first? Why didn't you come up and say,
Absolutely.
hey,
I
sirs,
work at the center.
Bro, no.
man, come
I'm
on.
asking. You should have came up to us, being civil, and say, "Hey, I'm a manager of this
Right.
store. I have a complaint." First, you came up and told us that. Oh,
So, hang on. I'm gonna go back to the other thing. My complaint is that I came out here and you guys, you know,
We asked you a question.
No, let him
and I
speak,
didn't
God.
have
Let
an
him
answer.
speak,
All I had
You never answered.
was there's complaints, which
Yeah.
there are.
And you didn't want to reference yourself.
No.
from you.
You didn't want to reference yourself.
here it comes. My complaint is
We
that
have the
you guys
Bible. Were you scared or
didn't
something?
trust me that I don't know what the complaints are. Can we agree with that?
From you, though. You said that.
No, that's what I'm trying to get you to understand. I came out. I have no complaint against you guys.
Okay.
I've had other people complaining against you guys.
That's what I'm saying.
trying to
What
keep
did
the
they
peace.
tell you?
Right.
What did they
I don't
tell you?
have.
What did they
I've
tell
said
you?
this 10 times.
Did they just come up to you and say this point? I mean, you're hold on, because you're not civil. We're I don't know if you think we're stupid or if you don't understand. I'm asking you a simple question. If somebody
and you won't take my answer.
No, you're telling me that is not an answer.
That
You're
is an
not
answer.
an
You
answer.
won't take
You said I don't know the people what they said. They came up to me and they just looked at me and just looked at me in my face and had they
No,
could.
I didn't say they told me. I said I've had someone else of a center managing owner center that has multiple complaints.
So what did they tell you on the phone to come to us?
I've just been asked nicely.
Do you hear what I'm
saying?
No, bro. Because I'm telling you like this. Till you tell us and voice the complaint that was voiced on the public. Because if the police came, what are you going to tell them the complaint was?
I don't have
because
to.
that's what they're going to ask.
Property. No,
that's what they're going to ask. He's already dealt with the police.
Okay, then that's. I'll call.
He's already dealt with the police. That's all you wanted to do. You didn't want to do that.
You're pushing me into it.
No, man, you want to do it, bro. Look, do it and mark yourself.
Right. Yeah,
just do it and mark yourself, man.
That's right.
Marked all day.
You will. Listen,
because and I'm on camera doing this.
Listen.
Yeah, we had a camera right here. What are we doing? We can play the camera back and see the complaint.
Don't be defensive.
I am not being defensive. That's how I speak. Okay. I'm telling you, that's why we have a camera, for our protection. Right. So when someone like you comes up, that's why I voice
you politely.
No. You asked me polite. You asked me politely to leave because you didn't even know what we were saying. You stood over there and pondered what you were gonna say. Then you said, "Oh, I got a complaint. I got complaints." No, you don't have a complaint.
We'll deal with the police.
What is a complaint? You don't have to call them. That's on you. You can't let us do our thing and read the Bible. I thought you was with the Bible. I thought you was with it. So why are you against us reading the Bible?
So hold on, let him say something.
So what are we doing to offend you so much?
Right, that's correct.
Shouldn't you want God's word coming out in the world? You see the transgenders, the gay. Do you go speak about gays? Do you go speak about transgenders? Do you go do all that?
What did you say that was offending you? That's what
I'm saying. How did we offend you?
Right.
How did we offend you?
Assuming I lied to you.
But no, listen.
I've been told us that we were doing the right thing, man.
That's right. That's correct.
This is the scripture I was going to get for him. This is James 2:6.
That's right.
And it says, but ye have despised the poor. Do not rich men oppress you and draw you before judgment seats?
That's right. That's
Come
right.
on, man.
So you see a lot of doctors, you see a lot of people sitting there like, what's happening and what's going on? These people actually think that they're rich, that they have a place in society. And for now, they got the juice, they got the pull. But they actually, don't understand that Israel got the sauce. We have the promise, the covenant, and we're speaking about the covenant that that the Most High had with us. So if that bothers, so-called Asian, Arabic, African, so-called white people, we don't care. We have an obligation to come out, and actually tell the high man in this society, the people that put themselves on a pedestal, the people that run corporations and businesses and try to set up laws, that take up a plight. This man actually took up a plight that he heard from other business owners. I've heard about where you're at and what you do. So I've decided, even though I believe in the Bible, to come out. Listen, let me tell you something. You're marked, The name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, you're going to have judgment on you, You're going to find death in the name of the Most High,
Go ahead. Proverbs 18:23. And it says, the poor man uttereth, it says, the poor useth entreaties.
Right.
But the rich answereth roughly. And if you read to the international version, it says, the poor plead for mercy, but the rich answereth harshly.
That's right. We got two different, we tried two different approaches. Really, what we want to tell is this man that, listen, step off, go jump off of a freaking cliff. We're here preaching the Bible, but what you want to do is enforce your personal agenda. And the whole time, we're trying to reason, But the scripture says to deliver us, paraphrasing, from this unreasonable man, There's no reasoning with Esau. There's no reasoning with the so-called white man. They actually believe they're in a place of authority. And for now, they are, but the Most High will take us and put us in our rightful place. So for now, we have to deal with it, all right? And I'm happy. I'm happy we out here in the places we are, but we've been all over the place, all right? We've been in parks. We've been in downtown. We've been places where all kind of other people dwell. But this is the Agorium, all right? This is the marketplace. This is where people come and to eat, to have a good time, to socialize. Actually, there's a so-called brother, all right, Jake, that he's the manager of this place. If he's complaining, that's a super coon, all right? And then also over here, you got Issachar, all right, and they restaurant, okay? So, hey, listen, either way, they're being condemned. They're marking themselves, all right? Because I've come out here and not one time did one of these restaurant owners come and say, hey, listen, is it possible that, let me find out what you're talking about. But here goes Esau to come out and say, hey, listen, what y'all interrupting us, all right? That's how you know that they're the goddamn devil, all right? The deceiver, all right? They hold themselves not guilty. I don't want to talk about this. We're going round and round. Hey, listen, you're going to hear about it whether you like it or not, all right? Whether we come out here and do a drive-by session as far as teaching you the word and the Bible and telling you of your destruction, all right? Or we set up shop somewhere and you can't stop the word. And we have protection in the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, all right?
Real quick precept. This is Matthew 5:11. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manners of evil against you falsely for my sake.
That's right. You know, we just got a complaint on you. Well, what's the complaint? I'm not going to go into that with you.
That's somebody that's lying, man. I mean, that's why we told him. I was like, dude, do you think we're stupid? That's when I told him, when I really got upset, was like, look, man, you fighting for a dude that owns this property is a fucking probably a thousandaire, if not close to a millionaire. And he don't give two shits about this. He's collecting rent.
Nope.
You didn't get no complaint, because I know you don't have his number.
That's right.
You don't have his number. He ain't talking to you personally.
That's right.
He actually, you look at you, you got a beard on your face. He ain't fucking with you, man.
Hell no. No, that's
Esau's
right.
not messing with you average people, man.
That's right. You're the bottom of you're low level, all right? The people that own that have major stock and corporations and whatnot, they look at your average, you're like a country bumpkin.
Useless eater.
Okay? That's right. So-called Jews, they call themselves they call other people goyim, which is cattle. All right, cattle is for a purpose. It's a commodity like beef, orange juice. All right, wheat. So they use these people as goyim. There's actually he want to take a stand, but that is actually the worst thing. All right, that he could be doing is take a stand against the prophets of the Most High, the hopeful elect. At least we're coming out, and then this man would go home and sleep comfortable like, hey, I told two black guys that there's complaints and they need to just take my word for it. All right?
Yeah, like,
we don't give a damn.
Like we gonna get, because what we called them on is when I told them, because we kept reiterating that, look, that's why the Lord told us. He said, I should make thy face hard against their face.
That's right.
Thy head hard against their feet as adamant flint, man.
That's right.
We ain't out here with, it's the spirit of the word. Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah, man.
God.
It ain't of our power. We ain't talking to this guy hard because I want to talk to him hard. No, it's the fact of saying, look, man, tell me the complaint.
That's right.
Bro, where's you should be able to say it was two Negroes, and I even gave him a chance. I said, I even gave him the complaint to lie, and he still couldn't do it. I said, look, if it was two Negroes reading the Bible,
that's right,
with some strange garments on,
right,
then we can deal with you.
Right.
Then we can say, well, we're just reading the Bible.
That's
There's
right.
nothing wrong. I don't know where they got that from. But if it said, it could have been a nigga down there showing his rod off, nude or doing whatever madness, and somebody complain about him. You have to give us an opportunity to devise if it's us or not, man.
I got a scripture.
Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 34 verse 16. It says, seek ye out of the book of the Most High and read. No one of these shall fail.
That's why it says wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time, man.
That's right.
If we don't have this Bible, man, Akim, if you don't have this, you nothing, man.
That's right.
Don't try to be anything. This word is not designed. That's why if you read Wisdom of Solomon 5, it tells you when they see this, when they see you doing this work and being in the knowledge and in the truth, then they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
Come.
But if you don't have this, they ain't feared you, man.
That's right.
Why you think that the spirit was on what? The Adamites, man. The creatures feared us. The other people feared us, man. When we left out of Egypt, did not Edom fear us? Did not Moab fear us? Because they knew that the Lord was with us, man. So now we're in the time when the Lord is dealing with us again, man. So
right.
these other people have to fear.
That's right.
Go ahead,
more meat to that.
Con,
It
start from the top, all right?
Yeah, Con. It says, Isaiah chapter 34, verse 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Most High.
And it's not talking about no Keebler knee gas, no Book of the Dead. It's talking about the Bible, man. The true understanding of the Holy Scriptures, not no NIV. You gotta have this true. If you can't go off the King James and go into that, then you're through, man. There's other ways of, because other Bibles, all they do is they look up the words.
God.
Just like we go into the blue letter and we simplify it for you people, that's what those other versions did. So go back to the original version, deal with that, go into the words in the Hebrews and the Greek in that, then go and don't pick up no version, man, because they're cutting the fat, as you may say, in their mind. They think it's fat, but it's meat, man.
God.
It's like a butcher. It's like a unskilled butcher.
Mm-hmm.
If you got an unskilled butcher, what is he gonna do? He's not gonna trim it close enough.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna leave some meat off the cut, man. So that's the same thing with this Bible, man. If you gotta be skilled with it to be able to cut the fat from the meat, that's what we're doing. That's why the Lord said, don't eat fat. The other things that these Bibles, these Christian churches, these other places are pushing, that's fat, man. That's why half you people, you're gonna be dead in the water, man.
Oh.
We at the time of the Most High judging. See what happened to Puerto Rico?
Mm-hmm.
You see what just happened, man?
Oh.
Y'all think it's a game? Y'all think the Lord is playing? He just smacked Mexico with an 8-point earthquake, then a 7-point some earthquake, then a 6-point earthquake.
That's right. That's right. So you see the Most High. What he's called us to do is to go out and warn. As you see, if you've read the Bible at all, in the ancient times, anytime there was any type of events, destruction, the prophets of the Most High was called out to warn, to tell the people of their sins, to be able to tell them that you need to get right. You need to get with the Most High and do what you need to do. Especially, and really, it's for the children of Israel. All right, it's for Israel only, as the Scripture says. Okay, so the Most High has always sent His people, His prophets, out to be able to warn. All right, and warn about the destruction. All right. Here a little while ago, you had that man say, "Hey, listen, this isn't the venue for it." Where your so-called pork chop pastors, your plantation preachers, they're not going to tell you about the things that are happening in this country, in this world, that they're leading up to more major catastrophic events. Armageddon, Hamagadwan, as the Hebrew says. Okay, they won't tell you. So what else? Where else is there you're supposed to go tell it at? All right, you're supposed to say at the gathering where people are at the agora. All right, at the market where people eat, where they shop, where they go buy a puppy, where they do anything, whatever it is that they do over here on so-called private property. All right, we have jobs, we have families, we have things, hell and captivity, to jump right back in. Okay, so we'll stand here all night, but once the Spirit gets a hold of us, all right. Hey, listen, we can't help it, man. It's in our DNA, okay? To go ahead and tell people, to tell the wicked, to tell of the downfall of the society, okay? You got, go ahead.
This is Isaiah 51 and verse 7, and it says, "Hearken unto me, ye that know righteousness, the people in whose heart is my law. Fear ye not the reproach of men."
That's right.
"Neither be ye afraid of their reviling."
That's right. We gotta
go into that blue letter.
I gotta go into that blue letter. Go into that because listen, we stand boldly. We stand here boldly in front of the whole world, okay? Using the foolishness, as it says, of preaching. All right, standing out here, being able to go back and forth with somebody who says, "Hey, I love the Bible, but hey, listen, you're forcing my hand," or whatever. Let me tell you something. We can't have that hold us bondage and prisoner. Where I tell you what, this isn't the right venue. Man, this not only is it the right venue, but it's where people can hear. It's when people have their guard down, not trying to act holier than thou. Okay, and their big hats, like in the so-called black churches, with their huge 10-gallon hats on. All right, and what they look like, and they still stink from the club. Okay, 2, 3 in the morning, leaving the club, they still smell like straight up, you know what I'm saying, booze and cheap liquor, all right? But, and so now they come as holy and button up as possible, all right? But the truth of the matter is now they want to fill their bellies. They want their money burning a hole in their pocket, so they want to spend. This is the perfect time to be able to warn these people and tell them of their destruction. Also, tell them of their sins and the things that they've done to the chosen people of the Most High. What's that blue letter say, huh?
It says, when it deals with the word reviling, let me get that real quick.
Come on. Yeah, you know, so that's the thing is, we got to understand that we're not worried about it. We put our life on the line. We put our reputation on the line. You know, we put everything on the line, all right? And see one time coming right now, all right? So listen, we sit here and we say, listen, you know, the Most High has ordered us to preach and push this work, all right? So listen, you know, freely, we're out here and you know, we have, according to the scriptures, you know, we're not worried about anything that the so-called man, all right, the so-called white man or the powers that be have to say, all right? We're going out here and tell the downfall of this wicked kingdom, okay? We getting it in to absolutely to the last drop, to the very end. This is the perfect time because it's a Saturday, all right? Because a lot of times it's the weekdays when we go out, all right? Not a lot of business, not a lot of people here. This is interrupting people's precious time and you know, what they got to their agenda, all right? But the Most High got an agenda, and it's nothing nice. We've seen where tornadoes have hit Joplin before, all right? Have literally decimated lives and families and whatnot. You would think that people would have said, hey, listen, I'm going to get closer to the Most High, I'm going to find out. No, it's not in their DNA. It's not in their agenda, their plan. Yeah. They live their life and do what they got to do. So we do what we have to do, you know, in the midst of people calling one time, in the midst of people approaching or yelling crazy things. We go out here and we face it. We put it on the line. That's why we put we ask the Most High to put the angels to protect us, all right, from unreasonable men. You know?
It's not, this blue letter is messed up, man.
Oh, that's Satan, man. That's Satan right there. You know what I mean?
But we know reviling is pretty much to hold.
They don't want us around, man.
Come.
You know? Because now Elroy, we're going to have to deal with Elroy, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because what? This dude got a lie, man.
That's right.
You know, but that's why it says, blessed ye. I'm going to read it again. It says, hearken unto me, ye that knowing righteous, the people whose heart is my law. And what are we doing? We're keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, man. This guy that's coming up right now, he probably just got done eating pork. He probably just got done what? He's got a shape up. The law is not in his heart. So how can he, you know what I'm saying? He's not going to be able to put it to us. But we looking on the whole and saying, what, man? The law that the Most High has put the law in our spirit, man, to try. We're not out here because if we were out here doing anything else vile, if we were doing anything crazy, they would love us, man.
Right.
They would love us as a people, man. But now that all we're doing is reading the Bible and telling people that, look, man, it's getting ready to go down, they look at us crazy, man. Read it again. And it says, hearken unto me, ye that know righteousness, the people in whose heart is my law. Fear ye not the reproach of men, neither be ye afraid of their reviling.
That's right.
So see that the Elroy ain't even say nothing to us.
Con. See the Most High.
It's cold-blooded.
The Most High got a
hold on, man. Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, man.
Con. You know, and listen, man, there's other things that America has to worry about. You got Tom Price, okay, and he was he was high up in government. He just spent $1 million of taxpayer money, and he resigned. It was Friday. He resigned for spending the money on travel. travel, where his predecessors, people before him, has been flying coach or, you know, the train or different things like that. Now he's like, listen, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and flip the script and go, you know, business class, first class, maybe G5, G6, all right?
Eating croissants.
Right.
Croissants,
all right? You know, listen, he's like, man, let me go ahead and get the tea and crumpets this morning, all right?
I needs that.
Come on. And so, you know, what did Trump do? He said, yeah, I'll accept your resignation because a lot of this tax stuff is going to be more attention to me when I haven't even put my taxes out for the public. So he's like, you can't have that. You bring too much attention to me, all right? But see, listen, the Most High has the back of his men that come out, that's faithful, that grind, that hate wickedness, that hate other men in other camps, or even our camp in GMS, that don't want to act right. You goddamn fools. You people that want to take advantage of people, all right?
Yeah.
All right?
Because you know what Jake doing? They taking kindness for weakness.
That's
man.
correct.
That's of the world, okay? That's why when